All right.
Good morning, peoples.
Good morning, people.
How you doing, family?
Hey, family, how's things going? It's on this Monday morning after an informative week. Yeah. We figure we're going to pick up and we're going to talk about something that is at the heart of everything bad and the heart of everything great about the world, and that is communication or the lack thereof, which pretty much destroys most things. So here we go. What is communicating? What is communicating? Sounds simple. Sounds like a simple question, but you really need to ask yourself that. What is communication to you, Spirit?
A message communicated in a means of it for it to be received by the person on the other end, and them being able to respond back to you and answer if it's a question. I should say that's more like effective communicating, or just sharing openly sharing concepts, ideas, thoughts, concerns, highs and lows.
So do you see how difficult it is?
So tell me what communication is.
Communication is the attempt to convey internal constructs externally, in particular to someone else or other people.
So communication essentially starts within. It starts internally.
It starts internally, right? And basically you have something inside of you that you want to share with someone outside of you.
Mm-hmm.
And communication is an attempt to do that. So theoretically, I could just go ahead and get this out of the way. No one is ever going to be able to know exactly what's going on inside of you people. So you need to understand that right off the bat. You will fail every single time because nobody's inside of you to know exactly what's going on inside of your conscious or whatever channel you're doing, pick up foofy word or whatever, but it'll never happen. If I say I see red, I guarantee you it is not exactly the same color red you see. Because you're not me.
Right. So the inside of your cup to me looks brick red.
Yeah. The inside of that cup to me looks not brick red, but I can see why you would say brick red. It's very close to brick red. Brick red's a little paler than that. Right. Perfect example. So understanding this should make your antennas go up. If you do your very best and you know you're going to fail, guess what? You probably need to be doing your very best. That's why communication is so important, is because at best we can get very close to sharing what's actually going on. So just think if you start adding barriers to that.
Give me an example.
Well, you're saying something, but you're really wanting to communicate something else. And communication is the fundamental language between people that basically unites us as an organism. The ability to transfer information back and forth between organisms is critical to the survival of that species. Pick an animal. Every animal, everything alive has a way of communicating with its own. Pick it. Insect, dog, cat, bacteria, pick it. It has a way of communicating what's going on. Hey, don't go over there. You're making me mad. These my kids. It has a way of doing that. The problem with humans, major problem, the core of the problem with humans is we have lost that ability to effectively communicate for a mirage of reasons, starting with we really don't want to communicate. A lot of times we're saying that we want to communicate something, but we're really not. The language means something, and this is the key that we have gotten away from, deliberately done to us, but nonetheless, we have lost the realization of the power of words. Well, I said this, yeah, but I didn't mean that. I meant this. But the problem is, it's like it's no big deal. Well, yeah, I didn't say that, but, well, yeah, there's no but. You didn't say it. So you can't communicate something that you're not saying. And if you understand anything about reality and metaphysics, check out the 4 agreements. First one is, I would have to say once again, is the most important. Well, the last one is the most important because it generates all the other ones. But the first real tangible one is be impeccable with your words. Now listen to what, I'm going to repeat that. Be impeccable with your words. It didn't say try, attempt. It said be. Make it fucking happen. Impeccable. Be. It starts out with be. Impeccable with your words. What do you think?
It's pretty clear. You have to honestly think about the words that you're trying to say to be impeccable.
Exactly. And this is what happens. We have become so lazy and so assuming. We're spinning like, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? And people gonna be throwing out, what you trying to say? Well, look, slow the fuck down. I ain't in your head. You are the one in your head. So what are you trying to say? I want to communicate the importance of communicating what it is that you really want to communicate. What I want to communicate is how important it is for you to really understand, accept what it is that you want to communicate to someone before you even start. See, if you talking to me about X, and through all that you want me to understand that you're Y, just say you're Y. But when you're communicating something, you as an individual know what you want to communicate.
I would say for the most part.
No. You know what it is you want to communicate. There's no, for the most part, you know what it is you want to communicate. The problem is a lot of times you want to communicate something. You don't want to say it. You know, it's like, girl, do you really think you need to be wearing that dress? Are you really asking that question?
Sounds more rhetorical.
No. Are you really asking the question? The answer is
no.
What are you saying?
You basically telling that person that dress don't look good on them.
Now see, now notice that. I never said that dress didn't look good on you, did I?
No. But you're saying something is adverse the way you communicated that.
Now do you understand why communication is so, what do you call it, fucked up? That's what I call it, because In the world where we live in a climate of that. So be impeccable with your words. What is it that I'm seeing? Whoa, you look like Baby Huey in that dress, in that t-shirt. As Tracy say, fool, you look like Baby Huey in that damn too small t-shirt, man. There you go. We, as an organization, need to be impeccable with our word. Now, in particular, as a family, the survival of the family depends on it. That's about the best way to put it. You know, this is the worst place you could really be with communication. Okay, you're saying something, and I don't know what you're saying, but the one thing I know is not what the words are coming out of your mouth. That's the last place you want to be. That's anti-communication. So you have to check yourself first. Okay, what is it? Where am I? What is it do I want to say, and why do I want to say it? See, why comes first,
Deception,
because
really,
the subconscious mind
can be a
brings
habit
something.
also.
You know, I want to let you know this. I want to let you know this. Okay. But what I want to let you know is illogical, fallacy-driven. I know it's a lie, but I want to portray it anyway. Is when you get into this whole of mess. We don't live in a society that accepts real communication. We've been conditioned not to do that. You know, once upon a time, it was like, man, that's a booger on your nose. Now it is, man, you got something on your face. No, over there. No, it's a booger in your nose, man. I can tell you I want to do this, or I can tell you this is where I'm at, but it's not in the real world. Oh, that's why you should, at the very least, be very vigilant and impeccable with communication. Because even when you're vigilant and impeccable, what happens?
There's room for error.
You will fail at effective communication 100% of the time. The only question is how bad. That's it. So you want to fail as less as possible, you know. And a lot of times, if you can get in the ballpark, I mean, that's about as good as you can ask. But if you're talking about potato and somebody else is thinking about yams, you know. So thank you for joining us for this Monday morning communication session.
That was different. I like that.
Yeah. All right.
Monday mindfulness.
Monday mindfulness. That's a good. So, peace.
Peace.
Bye. Peace, love, and happiness, family.